Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So, this morning's topic is all on attitude. It was going to be on alibis. It may end up being on alibis. I guess I'm undecided. Or maybe alibis will happen another day. I don't know. Attitude or alibis. Attitude or alibis. They're both coming through. Maybe I can do both at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. Attitude, though. Your attitude. And good morning, Addison. Good morning, Steve. Our attitude really does show our expectation of what we want from others and what we want from life. And it's kind of like if you meet somebody and they're smiling at you, don't they just make you kind of want to smile right back? I mean, a smile is one of the best gifts that you can give. It truly adds value to your face, to your life, to your energy. It shows the happiness is an expectation that you have. And just being happy and enthusiastic about life it's a choice. It's not a result from something. So many people think that happiness comes from this or that, these external sources. I'll be happy when I'll be happy when this happens, And that's not true. Happiness comes when we make the choice for happiness to come, not at any other point. That's why there's so many freaking filthy rich people out there that are very unhappy, because even though they have the houses, the cars, and the servants, the this, the that, all this different stuff, they're still unhappy because inside they're not happy. So think about, like right now, how happy are you? Do you have joy in your heart, you could say? Are you excited that it is, what's today? Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday morning, and that you have air in your lungs and your blood is pumping through your veins, and a new day is starting, a fresh new day for you to do whatever you want with? Or is it more like that you just don't feel happy about today? You feel maybe exhausted and tired, or you just are already sick of the week. Who knows? Over and over again, it is said that, no matter what teaching you are looking at, whether it is a Christian-backed teaching, a Buddhist-backed teaching, a Tantra-backed teaching, or some other, I'm going to just keep it to those three. We don't need to go through every single faith, right? Or belief structure, or some version of those. One of my hairs got stuck in my coffee. I'm shedding in my coffee. Over and over again, though, no matter what the belief structure is, no matter where you're at, even, or let's just say you have no spiritual belief, right? You don't believe in God. The one thing that can get you through is enthusiasm or joy. It is the one thing that can improve your personality and even about people's opinion about you. If you come into a room and you are not happy, not enthusiastic, if you're downtrodden in some way, or if you're consistently downtrodden, instantaneously, people are going to go, what's wrong with that person? What's wrong? What's going on in your life? So to watch your energy, basically, is what has to happen internally. How do you feel before you enter a room, before you enter your workspace, before you come back through the door into your house, to your family, before you go to the gym, before you even walk into the grocery store, what are the thoughts, the feelings that are going through your body? Where are you at? Are you here, present in your body? Or are you off drifting out there someplace else, thinking about something else? I think alibis are going to pop in here. When we're out there drifting, when we're not paying attention to where we're at, if we're not embodying ourselves, if we're not focusing in on our own joy, finding our own happiness internal first, and instead we're pointing fingers and pushing off blame and saying, well, I'll be happy when this happens, and that hasn't happened yet, because you see right here in front of me, this is not the case. Then what we're actually doing in that moment is that we're kind of creating the alibi. Well, I will be happy when this happens. I will be happy when that happens. I can't do this now. I can't do that now. I don't have the time, the energy, the knowledge, the capability, blah, 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 right? A lot of the times we're looking for happiness, and then something comes along to help us create happiness. So you could say, like, God dishes up happiness for us and says, all you have to do to really have happiness is to learn this deeper aspect of yourself, to dig a little bit more inside the cavern of yourself, because there's tons of diamonds in that cavern. And then we go, oh, but I can't do that because I have to work. I can't do that because, I have kids. I can't do that because I have fibromyalgia. I can't do that. And please don't take it. If you have fibromyalgia, I'm not picking on you. Just that was the first thing that popped into my mind just now. It could be any dis-ease of the body, okay? Just saying that we're using our ailments as an alibi, as an excuse. If, it's no matter what our excuse is, it doesn't matter. Excuses and judgments are really just lies that we are telling and trying to believe ourselves, that we are buying into ourselves, when we can't tell God, the universe, these lies, because, like I always say, God knows us at a cellular level. So when we have when we have what I'm referring to as an alibi, these things like, oh, I can't do this because I have this ailment. Oh, I can't do this because I have children. Oh, I can't do it because I have to work, because, oh, I don't have enough money in the bank. I don't blah, 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 all this different stuff. I don't have enough vacation days. I can't do that. That right there is basically pointing the blame to something else. So, and as I said, to something else, not to someone else, because what did I do? I pointed the blame to an ailment. I pointed the blame to my pay. I pointed it to my work, my children. Maybe it's about distance or something. I can't do that because that's too far away. I can't go on that retreat because it's in another state. It's in another country. Even though I've been told about the retreat 3 times now, and I feel really called to it, I still can't do it because I don't have the money, because I don't have this. And you sit around and you go, oh, I can't do that because, we'll just take money as an example, right? Because I think that's an alibi that we're all guilty of making a lot of use with. I know I have been, for sure, and still do this consistently, because you can't see your way through something. And this is where we believe our own alibi. We believe our own lie that we're telling ourselves. When we put out there, we can't do this because of yada, 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 like money. And we'll just use the retreat as an example. Retreat and money, okay? I can't do this because I can't do that retreat that keeps popping up and I keep getting told about because I don't have the money to do. Or I don't have the time, or or it's too far of a distance to travel. I have the money for the retreat, but I don't have the money to catch a plane or a bus or whatever, or train to get to the retreat for the transportation there. I can't take the time off from work to do it because I can't afford that. When something is pulling at us, when something is showing up in our life consistently, you could basically say that that is God handing you that pathway to your expansion, to a deeper level of finding yourself, thus finding greater happiness, greater joy, more purpose in life, helping you clear out different things in your life. And when you say no to that, realize that you are also saying no to the messengers that God is saying, and also saying that you don't really have faith that God can make sure that everything's covered, that yeah, you can go to the retreat and your kids are going to be fine, and somehow the work situation's going to get situated fine, and the money is just going to show up. The money difference will just show up. For example, I'm taking my 12-year-old son on a mission trip down to Guatemala in July. It's $4,600 for the two of us to go. Now, $4,600 is not a humongous amount of money. It could be $40,000, right? But still, $4,600 is a lot of money. Oh, excuse me. As I sneeze about it. Excuse me again. So, $4,600 is a lot of money. Now, I was told by the missions pastor, whatever you do, don't pay for it yourself. You must have faith that God will provide for you the money. And I'm like, okay, this is great. I get to put into practice everything that I teach. I get to put into practice, like, on this one particular thing. It's not just me proclaiming that I want to, pull in this much money this month, or go on this trip, or do this or do that. I get to use the principles of the law of attraction, of Course in Miracles, and Proverbs, and, that teaches a lot of law of attraction things, and pull all that in and actually create for this mission trip too, and really put my faith out there that I know that God's going to provide. So far, we're batting pretty good, Levi and I, because we were the first ones to turn in our cash flow for the first amount, and we hit our goal early. It was like the perfect amount I put out there. I was like, this is exactly what we need by this date, and boom, it just appeared. I mean, very, very blessed to have some amazing people in my life that just turned up and decided to bless that. But then here we are, we're moving into the second cycle. Got about 4 or 5 weeks to make up another amount of money. And here's the truth of the matter. I have not done the promotion. I have not done the pushing that part of me goes, I should really go and push this. I should go push this. I need to make this happen. But then there is this piece of certainty inside of me that just goes, no, it's just going to happen. I don't have to make it happen. It is not up to me to make it happen, because I'm full of excuses as to why it won't happen. I don't know how to go about asking for mission donations. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I just put it out there. I just know. It's like, I'm letting God lead my voice. I'm letting God lead my writing, my talking on that. And it is amazing to watch that. Just like yesterday, I walked into an appointment, and the very first words out of my appointment's mouth was, we saw something about a mission trip. We need blah, 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 blah. I'd like to send you a check. I was like, okay, thank you. Thank you. My point is, having faith instead of having an alibi is far more important in the creation game, and finding that joy and enthusiasm and living in it right now in this moment is going to bring you into the right attitude to help you create and pull in the things that you want. if you focus in on those alibis and you focus in on the judgments that you're casting, then what's going to happen is you're going to not have the right attitude to manifest what you want. I'm relatively certain that I'll have that $4,600 long before I actually need it, because it's just going to appear. It's going to appear from sources that I don't even know about, you know, which is absolutely wonderful. Where in your life do you need something to appear, something like that? You're getting messages that you should go and do, that you should basically stick your neck out, risk a little bit, push your boundaries a little bit so that you can have faith. You know, we live in this world where we're told to not risk. So we all have risk aversion, right? Risk aversion. Don't do that. That's too dangerous. Don't push yourself too far that way. That's too much. What if that doesn't turn out? Look at the bottom line. Look at the bottom dollar here. What's going on? All this kind of stuff. When we get so focused on this right here, then we miss out on the opportunities of a lifetime. We do. We miss out on those transformational moments. We miss out on those moments that pull the right people into our life, that pull the right situations into our life, that pull the right emotions up and out of us, that help us heal at these deep levels. If you're always saying no to risk, then you're risking the most important thing, which is your life, your growth, and showing your faith. Showing your faith. And that means faith that God loves you. Faith that everything that you want and desire can happen right there, right now for you in that moment. I have something to share. I have it over here. I thought it was on that page. It's not on that page. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about somebody that had a really, really humongous alibi in the Bible. You're going to know this person. No matter who you are, you should know this person. So, in Exodus chapter 4, verse 10 through 12, Moses tried to give God an alibi, okay? And Moses said to God, "O Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue." And God said to Moses this. So this is God's reply. The Lord said to him, "Who gave man his mouth? Who makes him deaf or dumb? Who gives him sight or makes him blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will help you speak, and I will teach you what to say." Simply put, that's having faith. We make up these excuses, we make up these ideas. They're all lies to ourselves. We don't even recognize them for what they really, truly are. And what they are is, you could say, a sin against self and a sin against God and our desires, our faith. So, where's your alibis? Where are you believing them? How can you let them go? What's the truth? What are you being asked to do, being asked to push forward on? Are you willing to stand up in faith and say, yes, I can have that. Yes, I can do that. God will provide a way. The universe will provide a way. If that feels easier for you to stomach. Where's your alibis? Think about that today as you go on throughout your day. And I will catch you tomorrow for 6 a.m. Conscious Coffee. Bye, guys.